Hello everyone, welcome to today's top PIB news session on EduTap, in which we are going to discuss a very important topic from the exam point of view, that is the National Land Monetization Corporation. So let's begin the session, let's get started. So here you can see a headline from the PIB itself that Cabinet has recently approved the setting up of National Land Monetization Corporation. Now with this term, various questions must be popping out in your mind that what exactly the NLMC is all about, why it has been launched and what exactly was the need that Government of India has come up with such kind of special purpose vehicle. So guys, the answer behind that is, see, here you can see one such idle land of the Government of India which is basically not generating any kind of revenue to the Government of India. But what when we can generate any kind of revenue and we can just invest that revenue in our social sector schemes or in any other infrastructural purposes. So that is the reason that why Government of India has come up with this National Land Monetization Corporation, and here you can see that it has been mentioned that this is going to undertake monetization of the surplus land and the buildings assets of the CPSEs and other government agencies. So guys, here you can see that with this Government of India is basically has come up with a special purpose vehicle, a company which is going to undertake all the activities which are related to the land monetization, to the monetization of the surplus land as well as the buildings which are being basically of the CPSEs and the other government agencies. So let's discuss this particular part in much more detailed manner. So when we talk about this NLMC, that is the National Land Monetization Corporation, it is basically a wholly owned Government of India company. And when we talk about the other key details here, which has been marked red, which are really very important from the exam point of view, that is the initial authorized share capital of this NLMC is going to be rupees 5,000 crore and the paid up share capital of it will be rupees 150 crores. Now when we talk about the ministry which is going to administer this National Land Monetization Corporation, so it is basically the Department of Public Enterprise under the Ministry of Finance. Once again, a very important point from the exam point of view. So we have already discussed the aim that why this particular part was being launched, that is to undertake the monetization of the surplus land and building assets. See, India के अंदर जो CPSEs है ना, उनके पास बहुत सारा ऐसा लैंड है which is basically unutilized, और अगर हम उस unutilized land को if we can utilize it to generate the revenue to the Government of India, then it is really going to be beneficial to the Government of India. So that is the reason that why Government of India has come up with such kind of National Land Monetization Corporation, which is a special purpose vehicle. Okay, so guys, when we talk about the objective of this particular NLMC, see, here you can see a lot of data has been mentioned here, but what exactly is more important here is that when we talk about the objective of the NLMC, we have already discussed that what exactly it is going to do. So how it will do that? See, for that we need a professional and orderly monetization of the land and other non-core assets which are referred to it. So that is the reason that why this NLMC has been created, and what it is going to do, it is basically going to own, hold, manage and monetize the land and building assets of the CPSEs. Apart from that, it is also going to advise, support the monetization of the surplus land. It is also going to identify the surplus land and the building assets so that it can create an inventory for the monetization in consultation with the central public sector enterprises and the other government agencies which are basically holding such kind of unutilized and idle land which is basically not at all generating any kind of revenue to the Government of India. And that is basically the main reason, the key reason that why the Government of India has come up with this NLMC. Apart from that, the NLMC is also going to build a capable organization which will be having the resource persons having a certain skill and competencies so that there can be a speedier and efficient monetization which can generate maximum value to the Government of India. So that is why that this particular NLMC has been created, and these were the objectives which must be very much clear to all of you. See, there are various CPSEs of which the Government of India is planning to disinvest them. Okay, and when these kind of CPSEs are having such kind of land, then it is really very important for the Government of India to unlock some monetary values from that idle and unutilized land which they are basically going to disinvest in the upcoming future. And that was the reason that creating and setting up the NLMC, that is the National Land Monetization Corporation, was in the pursuance of the announcement of the budget announcement for year 2021 and 2022. So guys, now when we talk about the administration of this particular part, so this NLMC will be having a board of directors, and when we talk about the chairman of this NLMC, so as per the Government of India, the chairman basically will be appointed through a merit-based selection process. So guys, now what exactly will be the impact? The impact of coming up and setting up this NLMC. That is really very easy to understand, that it is basically going to generate substantial revenues to the Government of India. And what we can do, we can, with the help of these generated additional financial resources, we can just invest them in the economic and social infrastructure, and that's how it is also going to boost the local economy of the country. And that's how basically with the help of NLMC we will be going to productively utilize these idle and unutilized assets of the Government of India by generating revenues from that. So guys, that was basically everything, every important dimension of the NLMC have been mentioned and have been discussed here in this session. So now it is a time for the practice question. So in this practice question, what you are required to do, you are just required to identify the incorrect statement in relation with the National Land Monetization Corporation. So once again, what you are required to do, how you can just solve this particular question, by just simply focusing on the keywords. So what exactly these statements say? When we talk about the very first statement, it is a wholly owned Government of India company, okay? It will be set up with an initial authorized share capital of 5,000 crores and the paid up share capital will be of rupees 150 crores. Department of Public Enterprise under the Ministry of Finance will be the administrative ministry of the NLMC. So that's why all these statements are absolutely correct in relation with the National Land Monetization Corporation, and the right answer will be option E, that is none of the above, as the requirement, the demand of the question was to identify the incorrect statement in relation with the NLMC, and all these statements are absolutely correct. So that's why the right answer will be option E, that is none of the above. So when we talk about the googly question from the today's session, so googly question is basically on the World Happiness Report 2022. So once again, a very important report which we have discussed recently in one of the PIB sessions. So guys, please watch the session and kindly answer this question in the comment section below. Now when we talk about the homework question from the previous session, you are basically required to identify the name of the project which was being recently launched by the Government of India during the Dubai Expo, under which Government of India is aiming to skill certify the overseas Indians which are basically residing there, and the right answer of that was option C, that is Tejas. And all those people who have answered that question correctly are the star performers from the previous session. So guys, the star performers today, once again I am having a long list here: Nilesh, Aman, Janani, Sonali, Ajay. But then we have other people as well, like Pankajini, Saujanya, Start to Karo, Mansi, Vipin, Vishwanath. So thank you everyone for such kind of love and for these comments as well, and for participating in the homework question. And if you also want your name to be mentioned here in the upcoming session, then please answer this homework question in the comment section. So basically, recently the President of India has felicitated the winners of the 3rd National Water Awards. You are just required to tell me that under which ministry this particular awards have been instituted by the Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. Whether it's Minister of Home Affairs, Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Jal Shakti or the New and Renewable Energy, do answer the question in the comment section and I will be giving up your names in my upcoming session. So guys, if you have still not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So guys, that was basically all from the today's session. I really believe that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you are having any queries, kindly drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So guys, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.